You are listening to Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Something that I have to say. I heard you talking about me, you heard me talking about you. Now this sounds like a devil's plan. We have to walk this pathway. When not by sight, we must get it right. We have to get it right. It's time to realize this is just a trip. It's just a trip. We must understand. You help me to pray. I know things will be better. You help me to pray. I know things will be better. Yeah, you over there, listen up. There's something that I have to say. I heard you talking about me, you heard me talking about you. Now this sounds like a devil's plan. We have to walk this pathway. We're not by sight, we must get it right. We have to get it right. It's time to realize this is just a trip. It's just a trip. We must understand. You help me to pray. I know things will get better. If you help me to pray. I know things will get better. If you help me to pray. I know things will get better. If you help me to pray. I know things will get better. Things are gonna get better. Things are gonna get things are gonna get better if you help me to pray. Things are gonna get things are gonna get things are gonna get better if you help me to pray. Feel it ready. I'm feeling it. So much better. Thank you.
You are listening to Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
this day. Our daily bread. Oh, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever, 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 forever. Amen. Amen.
Get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just sing the song. Just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just sing the song. Just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just sing the song. Just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my It's not enough just singing a song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just singing a song. Just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough just singing a song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just singing a song. Just clapping along.
You are listening to Jerry Royce.
This is Paula G, and I am so excited because coming to Pastor's Time with Dr. Paul Kelly is none other than the ambassador of gospel music, Dr. Bobby Jones. Tune in March 20th to Pastor's Time with Dr. Paul Kelly as we chat with Dr. Bobby Jones. Can you feel the power?
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Can you feel the power? Positive Power 21. He's been often imitated, never duplicated. Some call him the David Letterman of late night. Some call him the Arsenio Hall of Gospel. Feel the power. Positive power. Jerry Royce.
Can you feel the power? Can you feel the power? Feel the power of Double XI.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Up and praise him, put your hands up and praise him, put your hands up and praise him, yeah.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
What's up, family? Welcome to Positive Power Double XI Christian Media. Hope you had a fantastic Wednesday. I know it was hump day. Downhill now, y'all. We heading straight into the weekend. And we hope those of you who had problems with the snowstorm made it safely to your destinations. Yeah, we had fake snow out here, y'all. This was a teaser. It was beautiful. It was looking good. I was out there about 5:30 taking pictures. All right, let's get our show on. Let's get our praise on. We got special guests tonight. But before, just want to let you know we got Patrice Jackson, the author, the entrepreneur, the event planner. She's my co-host tonight. And our special guest is JANETTE Everett Morgan. JANETTE Everett Morgan. She's with us tonight. And also we got DWAYNE GOTT. That's right, he's the bass player for Isaac K.R. Walker. I always mess his name up. I get it right one day. All right, so we're going to have a great show. We're going to have a great show. So let's get our praise and worship on. Right, Robot?
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
That's right, worldwide, y'all. If you're out there riding around in your ride and you need a good, clean sound, go to Spreaker Radio and look for Jerry Royce Live. Catch all our podcasts. We got the greatest podcasters on earth. Right here on WXI Radio. That's right, you can find us right on Spreaker at Jerry Royce Live or go to Positive Power 21. All right, you'll find it. Google me, Barbara. All right, we want to give thanks to our Lord and Savior. We want to give thanks, Father God, to all the podcasters on this network, all our fans, our listeners, all our donors, our investors, our management, our family, our friends. Thank you so much, dear Lord. Thank you for everything they are. Thank you for all their gifts and talents. Thank you for the many things they're giving to others. Thank you for all the kindness they've shown me. Lord, at the beginning of time, you breathed your life into the creation. May you breathe your life into them now. So that each step they take is filled with your faith. Each thought they think is filled with your hope. Each moment they live is filled with your love. May they fully know your life. May we fully love you and fully live in your love this day and every day. May the house say amen. What you got to say, Robot?
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Music to my ears. I know, y'all. I need help. Almighty God, we pray for our family, our friends, our listeners, and our viewers. We ask you to bring healing to our bodies and our minds. We ask you to correct what needs correcting, heal what needs healing, touch what needs your divine touch. Dear Father, dear mighty Lord, over everything on earth, we ask you to, if you would give us a new season of vibrant health, energy, and enthusiasm. Yes, Lord. Woo! That's right, Lord. Give us control over our mind, our evil thoughts. Forgive us for all our unpleasantries. Please help us, Lord, rest in your happiness. Allow a smile to linger on our lips and a wonderful memory. Walk back through sunlit places. Help us to wake with hope, to engage with life in all its variety, to take in and breathe of others' joys, to touch the souls of those we meet with thankfulness. Please help us to sing with faith, to carry the truth close to our heart, rejoice in a new life, and have peace as we age. Please help us to indulge in love, to breathe in the sweetness of intimacy, to taste the kindness of friendship, to feel the warmth of embrace, to help us, Lord, not to miss a single drop of heaven, to catch each moment in the drink and the joy of life. Amen. Total life changes. JANETTE Watson just started a home-based business marketing a great line of products. That's right, health and weight loss products from a 16-year-old company. The customers all over the world. Go to her Facebook page at JANETTE Watson, D-A-N-E-T Watson. See all the testimonies, all the miracles. Them girls looking good, y'all. I'm telling you. You got the party dresses on, before and after pictures. Unbelievable. You talking about 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds. Some people 100. That's right. I think that was JANETTE testimony. She lost 100 pounds. She believes in this product, and so do I. It gets me up in the morning. That's right. She got a number of awesome products. So go to, if you can't remember anything else, go to JANETTE Watson, D-A-N-E-T, JANETTEWatson.com, and check out the product. It is worth it. Take my word for it. You're dealing with all kinds of illnesses and neuropathy and nerve pains and sluggishness and slowness. This stuff is a miracle, man. I tell you, it gets me out of bed every day. Can't live without it. They ain't there to tell you. I put my order in, double orders. All right, y'all. Go to Empower Me Books, empowermebooks.com. Jessica got miracle books, miracles that reveal. She talks about them in her book. Jessica W.A. Highsmith pen Alex J. So check her out. All right, y'all. Don't forget about Your Instrumental by Serena. That's right, read. Check out on Amazon. Don't forget about Pastor's Time. That's right, Trials and Tribulation by Dr. Paul Kelly and Marcia Kelly. Awesome book. Please go out there and check it out on Amazon. That's right, Pastor's Time, Trials and Tribulation by Dr. Paul Kelly. And Your Instrumental by Ree. All right, we ready to talk to you. We got so much stuff going on, Positive Power. Prayers go out to my management. My manager was ill this week. We hope she's doing much better. I seen her out there posting. So hopefully she's doing a lot better. So also don't forget, y'all, you got to get your order in now so you get your books out on the 15th out to you. Patrice Jackson has published a book, an anthology called Purpose Matter. Yours truly, Batman, is in there. That's right. Talk about my purpose. Figured it out one day. I was at church and our pastor was doing his thing, and hey, Holy Spirit just started talking to me. So yeah, I want you to spread the message of God throughout the world. You know, all that training you got, you're going to get some more. I was like, what? I don't know if I want to do that. I like watching Netflix. Yeah, God turned things around. Last thing I remember, I was watching everything on Netflix. I was running out of episodes. I was waiting for new seasons. And I was looking for stuff that had 3-4 seasons, so I wouldn't run out of movies. Yeah, I was burning up Netflix. All right, what's up, Patrice Jackson? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Jerry. How are you?
Yeah, it's hump day. I'm happy. 2 days out for the weekend. My daughter,
2 more days.
My daughter is working on a fashion show production in her school. She's gonna be modeling. It's like her 3rd year. It's usually stressed the family out because they leave. They make the parents got to go out and buy the kids clothes instead of them having designers and clothiers there. We got to go do all of that, and of course they don't give you to listen to the last minute, and they got to get the hair did, the nails did, all this stuff, all in 1 week. So,
oh wow, that's all this stuff all coming to an end this weekend.
Yeah, they've been having rehearsals to 6 o'clock. So then, of course, we had to run to the beauty salon store to get her eyelashes and wig stuff and that stuff and pick up stuff. So, man, I'm just really I just sat down to eat dinner at 8:30. I'm not supposed to eat. Wow. Jerry, not supposed to eat that late. No.
That is.
Yeah.
1 year too late, but at least it's just a certain period of time, and I'm sure she's having a great time doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be over soon. I guess the good thing, because my brother and I, we was into that industry. Of course, we didn't do it for high school, but my brother actually went professional, and we was always running and ripping somewhere on the weekend. But most of the time, you just had to go for a fitting during the week, and the clothes be waiting for you when you get there. You start early, relax and chill, get to know the other models. But with the high school productions, it's like an after school activity, what it is. So, and then after that, she has, dance recital she got prepared for in 2 weeks. Then track. Actually, track started. So her and the other girls gonna miss some, but they just finished indoor. So they in shape anyway. They just finished indoor track. So that's what Batman been up to, Still getting
on daddy duty.
Yep, daddy duty. My wife, yep, she gave me my schedule. But I turned it over to her on the weekend. On the weekend, I ain't in it. But of course, they got me on Sunday. I had to take them out to the mall Sunday, and I had breakfast in my car. Well, her car. I made her drive her car. So that's what we've been up to. Like you said, daddy duty. So this is going to be happening through the spring, till the spring is started, and then I'll be out there watching them run the track. But I enjoy that though, sitting there watching sporting events, watching kids compete. That's enjoyable. That's therapy.
Yeah, plus you don't have to do as much. You're just sitting there watching.
Yeah, you're just chilling. Do a little bit of social media. Plus, my nephew runs too, so a lot of times, most of the time, they on the same. No, you know what? I don't think my daughter and my son actually ran on the same track. Except for when they got the regionals. My nephew was on the same track with my daughter, but not my son.
They go to the same school, or they just happen to be in the same district?
No, my nephew, he just happened to be in the same division that my daughter's school is in. My son's school, I think they're in a pretty high division. They're pretty good. They usually do really well in football and everything. So I think they did drop this year, so they may be in the same division this year. I think his school did drop because they didn't do that super well. Just one kid really dominated last year, and he got accepted to Morgan. Free ride.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're gonna get a gifted track star, and I think he's playing football too, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So that's gonna be awesome. Matter of fact, his mom is one of our Facebook friends. You probably see she's a life coach. Her sister's pretty popular. Cheryl Woods. You familiar with Cheryl Woods?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I do remember.
Yeah, she pretty.
That sounds familiar, but
motivational speaker. She comes out of the Maryland area. She does a lot of. She's right up there with some of the heavyweights. Her name is getting out there. She's gonna be like a Lisa Nichols one day. She kind of reminds you a lot of her. That style.
Really?
Yeah, that real homegirl type. Come straight at you. I'm your girl. What's up? Type thing. Yeah, same style. I saw Lisa Nichols the other day. She lost a lot of weight. I didn't know that.
She did.
Yeah. I didn't recognize her. She all cut up, muscles and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember she was posting. I want to say about a couple of years back, I know she used to post herself in the gym and stuff. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I was missing that. I was still looking at her old stuff on YouTube, and I ran across I think what happened, I was watching some stuff that Will Smith had posted, and then it just flowed right in her. She was on Facebook Watch, I think it was.
Okay.
Because I don't think it was YouTube. I think it was Facebook Watch. And it was some powerful stuff she was talking about. Really powerful. Yeah. Yeah,
she has a great story, and she's done a lot. I've been following her for about, I want to say 2 or 3 years now. Mm-hmm. But I know she's been out longer than that, but I know I've been following her for about 2 or 3 years. She is very inspirational, gives you some good tips and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Good tips for anybody. Her stuff is like multicultural, you know?
Yeah, sure is.
Anybody can, especially when, you're talking about like women who have gone through, abuse or neglect. And, sometimes you find your other persuasions, the women are experiencing neglect because they're about the money, and that's all they want, and so the women go kind of, it's like still it's another part of abuse, neglect, so she speaks to a lot of people who are looking for, their path, their journey. And sometimes when you're sitting on the sideline letting someone else get theirs, after a while, it start wearing on you after a while. He's like, oh, man, I could have been this. I could have been that, And it happened to a lot of, especially a lot of white women because they home raising the kids. And then when the kids are gone off to college, they're like trying to find themselves, And,
I mean, it's always good to, I think, be okay with the fact that you got to kind of sometimes reinvent yourself at different points in your life. Mm-hmm. So if you were the person who wanted to dedicate a lot of your time to your family and your kids, things like that, it's hard, that transition, going from that type of, being that person into finding, being more about yourself and reinventing yourself to do something else. Yeah. It's best to have a coach or somebody along the way to kind of help you and guide you through it so you don't feel. Because a lot of times people feel like that empty nest syndrome, or sometimes they feel guilty, doing stuff for just themselves now because they've been doing stuff for their family for so long.
Yeah, that's right. And, the way the world is now with people so connected through social media, it's not hard for, a woman who's been sitting home for a long time to try to find herself. You got so many, I watch a lot of TEDx and a lot of the inspirational stuff that's out there, especially that guy E.T. He puts it out there because he talks a lot to the homeboys and the athletes and stuff. But he really, he talked to a lot of us that do have a lot of drive. You've been good at certain things for a really long time, and then it's time to make that transition because you can't be an athlete forever, And then it's time for, and just like you can't work for people forever when you got that fire in you that you can do other things that can enhance the world, because, a lot of us always feel like our employers are holding us back, especially when they're not giving you a chance to spread your wings. You have a lot to give to the organization, but sometimes they just won't let you fly. They cage you up. And say, hey, but then you went, okay, I'm just waiting my time. I'm just waiting my turn. And your number is never called, So, sometimes that could be kind of frustrating for a lot of people too. So that's when it's so important to find a breathtaking hobby.
Man, that's so true. It's like, especially when you had that desire, to do something different. But even if you don't have a desire to be an entrepreneur, small business owner, they have what they call employerpreneurs. Yeah. Where you still have that drive to maybe grow within your company and do something different. Oh, so you just got to find out what's your thing.
Yeah, I actually had a taste of producing and helping them with innovation with social media. They didn't really know a lot about it. They were still carrying BlackBerries, and it was time to switch over to the mobile devices, the smartphones, and then they was doing focus groups, and they didn't really understand the apps themselves. So I had a real intricate part in helping the agency move into the smartphone and tablet technology, which was great because that's I was at home with that. That was my thing. So, I'm still trying to get back to that. I love communications. I love everything about this stuff that's going on right now. This is like this thing. I started with CB radio, CB radio, and look at us now. You know. All right.
You would have never thought it.
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
that's good. Yeah, and let your job, like sometimes, I remember when I first started like doing events, I was able to do events for my job. You know, and working with a Fortune 500 company gave me a lot of experience on, you know, preparing for events at a bigger level on their dime.
That's right. That's cool. Yeah, and that's big.
They
right
give
there.
you that opportunity to learn on their money and not your own.
That's right. So then when it was time for you to start your own business, you knew all the ins and outs and, you know, what it cost for this and that. And even if people had little, you know, nickels and dimes, you kind of knew some, you know, how to be creative with champagne, you know, champagne taste, but beer money, you know, beer
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. We got a special guest tonight, 2 guests tonight. We got JANETTE Everett Morgan and we got DWAYNE GOTT. DWAYNE is up in the Brooklyn area. He plays for Mainstream Entertainer up there, you know, for his church. And that's Mr. Walker, H. Walker. I always mess his first name up. I know you could say it. But anyway, we're going to have him out at the 10 o'clock hour. So meanwhile, let's get JANETTE out here. Before we talk to her, let's listen to her music real quick. All right, and this one is called Calling Your Name by JANETTE Everett Morgan. Here we go.
Down and I had nowhere else to turn. I gave my heart, gave my mind, my soul to you. When I look back over my life, saw what I've been through, you came to my rescue. I had no hopes, did not see no way to turn. I had no dreams, so many things were on my mind. I look back, try to see if I could find you. I feel so far away. Oh, Father, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Calling your name. Father, can you hear me? Calling you, calling your name. Calling your name. Father, can you hear me? Calling
listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right. So you guys know the name of that song, Calling Your Name by Jeanette Everett Morgan. Beautiful song. So let's let her in the call. Welcome to Positive Power, XXI, Jeanette Morgan. How you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Awesome.
How are you?
Thank you.
Truly blessed to be here.
Amen. Thank you for that beautiful music. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, you're going to be interviewed tonight by A.K. Batman and also Patrice Jackson. All right, she's going to join.
Awesome.
Right.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. Looking forward to interviewing you.
I am too. I was so excited to be on here tonight.
Yeah,
I thank you guys.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because I didn't do any research on you, so everything you say is going to be a pleasant surprise. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that's what I love about, the option of, should I go ahead and research this person, know everything about them, and then ask like one or two questions, meaningless questions, or, ask some questions because you really want to get to know them because you don't know them, So
that's all right. That's right. Okay, too.
So that's how we rolling tonight, Ms. Morgan. That's how we rolling. All right, well, the first question is, and I'm sure my listeners want to know who you are. Who is Jeanette Everett Morgan? Who is she?
Well, I'm a country girl from East Texas. I'm from Dangerfield, Texas. I started singing when I was probably about 7 or 8, but I started writing when I was about 12.
Wow.
I'm married. I have 4 kids. Truly blessed, and I've only been in the gospel industry for about 4 years, so that has been a blessing.
Yeah.
And all the music you hear, if you play anything else, I wrote except for that. Why don't you just praise him? But I write all of my music. So.
And I think that's the next one up too. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lot to know. So we got 30 minutes to talk to you. So Patrice, you up next? All right.
Yes, I am. So you said that you just got into the gospel industry about 4 years ago. What made you change, and what were you doing before then?
Well, I was just singing in the church. I had an opportunity to do a hook on someone's, like a gospel rap track. And I had never been in the studio. I had gotten offers to do it. I had offers to go secular, but that wasn't me. And when I got into that, doing the hook, I didn't realize how easy it was. It's not easy, but it's easy to me for as being naturally there at home in the studio. And I said, I can do this. So God has truly been blessing me to continue to share my music ministry. And I've been sharing it ever since.
All right. That is awesome.
That's the bug. It just kept going.
Yeah.
Yes. Continuing to go.
That's right.
Follow where he leads.
All right. Well, we want to know, Ms. Moore. So how's the industry? How you like it? I mean, you've been in it long enough to know the good and the bad. So tell us what you like about it so far.
Well, I'm liking it as far as getting to minister and getting to meet new people. As you say, I've learned some of the hard knocks ways of being taken advantage of, just not knowing, and I'm learning more about the industry. I got a manager now that really helps me to kind of weed out people now. So
that's right.
So I'm learning.
That's right. That's right. It's hard to tell who the good guys are and the bad guys in this industry, right?
Exactly. I've gotten taken a couple of times. So
right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, stick around our station. You will find out who they are. Just listen, find out. One thing that's good about this network we in, well, you know how the internet is. It's just got so many moving pieces. We network with quite a few organizations, and a lot of them are in the best interest of the artist. And you will start finding out, when you start visiting some of their webinars that they're doing, that they really are for the artist. So,
oh yes, I found that out. I several that I've gotten in contact with or about the artist. So
good.
It's truly a blessing. Like tonight, I'm truly blessed to be on here with you guys tonight. So.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we the good guys. Me and Patrice. I don't know about the other podcasters, but I know we the good guys on Wednesday nights. All right. All right, Patrice.
Wednesday night.
That's right, Wednesday night, the good guys. Yeah, I don't know about that Kimmy Kim and Paula G and Tina Hobson. I don't know about those guys, those ladies. All right.
Hey, now.
Oh, I forgot. That's our friend Tina, Superwoman.
We're amongst, like, the Gospel Avengers. We're amongst great people.
That's right.
That's right. That's how I feel.
That's right. We're the superheroes. All right. So, Patrice, you can go ahead and ask her a question before we play her next song. You want to go ahead and do that? Ask her one more?
Yeah. Because when we're talking about, the people in the industry, what's one of the things that you would like to do in your career? Maybe it's somebody out there that's listening.
Well, I eventually would like to help other artists, go just reach back and help people that are trying to do the same thing I'm doing. I'm learning. I'm taking it day by day. And I would like to, what I learned, reach back and help or mentor someone that's trying to do the same thing. So
yeah, that's good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this one out at you, and then I'm going to play your song. Now, since you mentioned the studio, which one do you enjoy the most? Hanging out in the studio, dropping tracks, getting to know your engineer, building a relationship, rapport, or going out there performing live in front of an audience? I
love live, but you have to do the other to connect with people. I love both, but I love performing live.
You love performing.
I love the rapport from the people.
I can imagine what that feeling is like. Getting out there, Do you ever do some of the Patti LaBelle stuff, like kick your heels off and start dancing?
Yes, I have. Most definitely. Sometimes you can't help yourself.
That's right.
You just, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
That's right. You feeling it. You got to do what you got to do. That Holy Ghost taking over. He wants the shoes off.
Exactly.
All right. Just don't kick nobody, right? All right. All right. Here we go. We ready to play Why Don't You Praise Him by JANETTE Everett Morgan. Here we go.
If you don't mind raising your hands and lifting your voice, if you don't mind shout it out loud, 'cause to him you have a choice. Yours to live, give and show forth of his word. If you don't mind, just clap your hands and praise the Lord. Consider your ways, follow him, direct your pathway through the storm. His heart, make it through. You're in his hands, and God will fight for you. If you don't mind, raising your hands and lifting your voice. If you don't mind, shout it out loud, 'cause to him you have a choice. Choice to live, give, and show forth of his works. If you don't mind, clap your hands and praise the Lord. Consider your ways, follow him, your pathway through the storm. His heart, make it through. You're in his hands and God will fight for you. To praise him now and praise him through all the bad things you've been going through. Just lift up your voice, lift up your heart, and show the world that he is God. Praise him now, praise him through all the bad things you've been going through. Just lift up your voice, lift up your heart, and show the world that he is God. Praise him now, praise him through all the bad things you've
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, we're back. Robot having some problems. I think I should have took the systems down. But anyway, we're back. We're talking to JANETTE Everett Morgan, and we just finished playing Why Don't You Praise Him? That's what we got to do, y'all. And don't forget, y'all, coming up on I think March 20th, that's a Tuesday, with Dr. Paul and Marcia Kelly. Let me make sure that date is right. Yeah, we're looking at March the 20th on Pastor's Time. We got the great one, the music icon himself. He been playing on BET for 30-something plus years. He's going to grace us with presence on our podcast on XXI. And that's right, Mr. Gospel himself, Dr. Bobby Jones, is going to come here to Positive Power XXI. So put that on your calendar for the 20th at 9:15. He's going to be with us for a full hour. So bring your pencil and your paper for your artists to take notes. Because, you know, Dr. Paul Kelly is an excellent moderator. And if you don't believe me, check us out on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock on Next Man Up. We always have a panel of young and older, middle-aged men. That's right, talking about how we're going to save our communities, how we're going to get our youth to the next level. So come join us on Saturday and check out our podcast, it's called Next Man Up Men's Summit. And again, the 20th, Dr. Bobby Jones coming to Positive Power XXI on Pastor Time. All right, y'all. So you're listening to XXI. That's right. This is called University of Unity. This is where we unite all the artists with the podcasters. That's right. Getting the message out to the world, the testimonies that God has blessed us with wonderful stories. Some not all that great, but it's here to help somebody who's going through what you had gone through. All right. Right, JANETTE?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
right.
sir.
That's what it's all
always,
about.
Always.
Amen. All right. So, is it your turn, Patrice? Did I ask the last question? I think I did.
You kind of piggybacked off my question, but you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Your turn. Go ahead. I talked enough.
So what's coming up for you next? You got anything coming up for your album or anything like that, or events?
Well, I'm in the studio now working. Getting ready to release a new single and working on my album. I actually got to go this weekend and record with Mr. Eric Carrington in Houston, Texas. So praying everything goes good. I know it will. I know it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. I have an event at the end of this month at a anniversary for a group called the Gospel Winds at the end of this month. And right now, I don't have anything planned. I'm not going to the Stellar because I'm trying to finish this album. So
yeah, me
would love to go this year, but I'm not making it this year.
Yeah, Batman not going either. I'm going to pass on this year. But, you know, if you ever want to, you know, get on TV, you know, come check us out in Charm City. We got studios.
Yeah, I would love to. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, we can talk. You just let me know, you know, if you're ready for your own special. Yeah, that's what I want to put out there to people. I know some people out there that's, you know, they got some money and they want all the bells and the whistles. You know, you want it all. You got that dream, you know, JANETTE, that, you know, you got that whole, you know, that beautiful lighting, you know, the cameras coming out of the ceiling and, you know, I'm talking about 4 or 5 cameras. You know, you ever had that dream like that? And it's just you know, you the featured act.
I don't know about that, but I've had the dream of being in front of 4 or 5 cameras.
Yeah, come on out there.
Singing.
Come on, Charm City.
I would love to do that.
That's right.
Would love to do that.
That's right. You be the featured act, and we find somebody to open for you.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Because I know, you know, I mean, I enjoy so much watching the artists that had grew working with Dr. Bobby Jones, and it just was wonderful that platform exists for gospel music. And you know, you always wish there were more. You know, I always thought like, you know, VH1 was going to jump on board, and some of the other you know, channels were going to open up something just exclusively for gospel. But I think it's just
an avenue.
Yeah. I was hoping, but I think it maybe, I don't know. I mean, do you know why it didn't really go past what, Dr. Jones was doing, while nobody else was able to pick up, and, pretty much like what Don Cornelius did for R&B, because he was part of that.
I really don't know, but, it takes support, for one thing. His was an amazing run, and I would have loved to seen him to continue, or someone continue on with that. That would be that's an awesome avenue for artists to be seen and heard, and to get a national, to be seen nationally.
Yeah,
so
no, that was tremendous. So it's not like he didn't go away. He does have a program that's run on another network, which you guys can.
Yes,
you can
yes, I watch it. I watch it.
So yeah, it'd be nice. I heard at one time VH1 was entertaining the idea of having something similar, where it was a showcase for artists, but I'm not sure where it is right now on the table. But I tell people, you can take control of your own destiny. You don't have to wait around for people to call you. Just get your money together, give us a buzz. We can make it happen. Make it. And if you want
exactly,
and I'm talking about small, because we do a product called Blacked Out Live too, where it is the artists coming to our smaller studios, and we just let them, 4 or 5 songs, just kick it out. But like I said, if you want big productions, because that's your dream, your vision, we can do that for you. Yeah. So I'd like to see people fulfill those kind of visions. There's nothing holding you back.
Yeah,
but you.
Yeah,
yourself.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, so we're here for you guys. All right, so that's all the songs we have for you. I think that's all you sent me with just those 2, right? Yeah.
No, I think I sent you 2 or 3 more, but that's okay. I mean, I enjoyed you playing that. I appreciate
I was looking at the link you
to
sent
be heard.
Yeah, I was looking at the link you sent me. It looked like they all had like the same title. I wasn't sure if it was another link I need to look for.
No, I don't think they all had the same title. It's just that maybe it had under Janette Everett Morgan, or Jim something, Yeah. But I know them 2 are my latest 2. That one, and I don't think I seen you How I Got Over, but
no, I don't see that.
These are.
Yeah, I just see Why Don't You Just Praise Him, and it's like 6 copies of that. Well, we can work it.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, you can send it to me. We can put it in the playlist, what you have. There's no problem. All right. But we appreciate you coming here,
Sorry
though.
about that.
We really do. I mean, it's great to hear about new artists. That's, 4 years in the game. That's tremendous. Tremendous.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm still chugging along. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys for helping push me tonight. So I'm so thankful and grateful.
And before you go, Janelle, we definitely want you to before you ask her the last question, Patrice, I just want to know, do you have a music video? Are you producing a music video for your LP as well?
I think I'm going to do one for my song called The One.
Okay.
But I have a couple of videos now that's out.
Oh, do you?
For Patiently Waiting and God Will. I think I thought I sent it to you, but
I think you did. Yeah, you did. You sent it to me through Instant Messenger when I asked you about it. Awesome. Forgive me.
Yeah.
I talk to so many people, I forget who I'm talking to. All right, Patrice, we got one more comment for Miss Janette.
Well, I was going to ask her where we could find her, like where we could follow her, and when she released her album, where we can get that, and can we get the singles now, like on iTunes or anything like that?
Well, you can get the Why Don't You Just Praise Him and Calling Your Name is on iTunes. Everything I have now is on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon. But the new single I hadn't released it yet. It's a work in progress, but you can go to Amazon, CD Baby, iTunes. You can go. Well, my website is being revamped, so I'm gonna put that out. But you can go to my Facebook page at Janette Everett Morgan, Instagram at Janette Everett Morgan, Twitter at Janette Everett. Everything is at Janette Everett Morgan.
So, Janette, since your acronyms, well, is that right? Acronym? Or we use acronyms.
Yes.
JEM. You didn't want to call yourself Jim?
I do. I've started calling myself Jim now. You know, people know me by Jim. You know, that's what I use. That's what I use, the acronyms, Jim.
I was looking at that. I said, wow, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope to meet you someday. So definitely be
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And if you're ever in the Baltimore area, please give me a 1 week, 2 weeks notice so we can set up something for you. Okay?
I sure will. I had a daughter in Washington, D.C. I didn't know you guys were in Baltimore, and until I started checking you out.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
You hunt me down.
World.
I
would have hunted you down.
All right, that's good. But now we know each other now, so my shop is open for you. Okay, you're welcome here. All right, that's Janette E. Morgan. All right, so any final words, encouraging words for some of the people, looking to get where you are right now? Because you out there.
Encouraging words is just never give up on your dream. Always follow your dreams. Keep God first and pray without ceasing, because, you're going to get some bumps in the road, but you never give up.
That's right. Don't give up. Tear the wall down. All right.
That's it.
All right, Janette. One last question before you go. Did you feel the power? Did you feel the power?
I felt the power. I enjoyed myself tonight.
Good.
Thank you.
She felt the power. All right, everybody, hang around. We got Mr. GOTT coming up. DWAYNE GOTT. He got some testimony for us. He gonna talk to us what's going on. And please forgive my system, y'all. We had a major storms out here in the Baltimore area, and they still trying to get lines up. So you may hear a little bump on the system. All right, let's check them out. Let's get them on the line. All right, Patrice, you ready to talk to Mr. GOTT?
Yes, I am.
All right, Janette, you can hang around with us. All right, Mr. GOTT, welcome to Positive Power. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, Jerry?
Awesome.
Good to hear you, man.
Yeah, man. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I'm joined by my co-host, Miss Patrice Jackson. She's going to help me interview tonight, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Hey, Patrice, how you doing?
I'm doing good, DWAYNE. How are you?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, man. Due to this weather, we caught a bad one. But overall, everything is going well, and I'm just glad to be on the show with you guys. Y'all are doing great things, man. I'm very proud of y'all.
Thank you, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man. God, well, he can, God can do some stuff, man. I would have never guessed I would have been publishing a book this year, man. Thanks to Patrice, the Batman is published for the first time.
Oh, congratulations!
All these years, I've published probably like 1,000 people, maybe, with my dad's publishing company, and I never even thought about doing something like that. I did think, I've been working at the idea of doing an audio book, but not a hard copy. I wasn't going to go down that road. But God doing things, man, and we're glad to have you
here.
That's
great, man. That's great.
So you ready?
You have the video show going on, and you have your talk show going on, and
amen.
You're doing great things out there in the Baltimore area.
Yes, sir.
That's wonderful, man.
Yeah. Well, you can always do more. That's what I say. You can always do more. Never stop.
Always more to do, huh?
That's right. Always, man. All right. You ready for the first questions, DWAYNE? You ready?
Yes.
All right. The first question is, who is DWAYNE GOTT, the musician, the artist? Who is he?
Well, I'm just a humble servant, man. I'm married to a beautiful wife, Valerie GOTT, and have a wonderful daughter, and Ty GOTT, and a wonderful son-in-law, Brandon Watts. He's doing great things out in Brooklyn with his church, Epiphany, and I have two grandsons, man, Jaden and Jeremy. They're just wonderful guys, and I'm a member of a New York church, Bishop Hezekiah Walker, the Love Fellowship Church, the Kingdom Church out in Brooklyn. So I'm a bass player / deacon, songwriter, performer, producer. So I'm, a servant of the Lord. I'm just, doing whatever I can to glorify God and just to speak about His goodness and His grace and His saving mercy.
Amen. All right. That's awesome, man. All right, Patrice is going to ask you a question. You ready for him, Patrice?
I sure am. So we know who you are, but where did it all start?
Oh,
when
my
did you
goodness.
know this was your gift and this is how you want to use it?
Well, I didn't really realize, it was a gift that we started at a young age as teenagers. And a very good friend of mine by the name of Patrick Jordan, we met him, and he started teaching us different things about our instruments. He's a very talented young man at the time, and still is. And he taught us how to read, and he taught us how our notes, and he taught us how to play by ear. And we didn't realize that we had something going on until people started liking what we were doing. And they started asking us to do block parties, and it started from there. And it just continued, with the R&B thing, and we were with a group called Kingdom. For many years, we did so many things with some good friends of mine, and, we just hit the scenes, the clubs, block parties, you name it, we did it. And, it continued from there, and I realized that, wow, this is something I enjoy doing, this bass playing and, learning music and playing music and listening to music. So I just continued, and here I am, playing for the Lord now. It's been, I would say, approximately 20-something years that I've been doing gospel. And I'm happy to be here, and this is the best thing that ever happened to me. Amen.
Wow.
Real, incredible. All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and introduce DWAYNE GOTT's new song called "Get My Praise On." Before I play, how long has this song been out, DWAYNE? How long has it been out?
Get My Praise On?
Yeah.
Oh, man, we did that some years ago. To God be the glory. It was a single that that God gave me because we would always play in church most of the time, and when the praise broke out, everyone would get up and do a praise dance, but the musicians remained on the instruments for the most part, and we would play the music, and they would shout and have a good time to the Mashanda. And God laid it on my heart that everyone is up dancing, praising it, and having a good time, and we're playing these instruments. And he said to me, you are getting your praise on as you play. And I said, wow, that's really deep, that's heavy, that's something I never thought of. So, I said, let me go ahead and write this song, get my praise on for the musicians to let them know that when you're playing the instrument, you're getting your praise on as well.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right. I like that. All right. And thank you so much for, forwarding that and your video, man. I mean, people really been enjoying it. It really has, man.
Oh, man. Malik, he's a great producer and film director and writer. And I got with him and said, hey, man, I want to do a video for the song that God gave me, Get My Praise On. He was like, hey, just write down what you want to do and let me know. And I did what he asked me, and I presented it to him, and we got together, man, and he did a fantastic job. He did the editing, and that's what we have, man. The Praise On video. Yeah, man. I got with the church and got some footage from the church, and everybody's doing their thing. We're having a good time in that video.
I see. Holy Ghost party. That's right. And it's funny because, that was the night I debuted my daughter's show, her video show.
Okay.
And I said, we got to have something with some high energy in it, Let's rock this one. Let's rock it. It was a great opening.
That's when the praise broke out, right?
That's right. That's when it broke out, man. People was feeling it. All right, so here we go. This one is called... I hear echo. Is that me? All right, here we go. Get My Praise On with DWAYNE GOTT. Here we go.
Get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just sing the song. Just clapping along. I gotta. Sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. Just sing the song. Just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. It's not enough to sing the song. It's not enough just clapping along. I gotta get my praise on. Get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on. I gotta get my praise on.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, that was Get My Praise On. And we apologize for that live mix there. We'll try to straighten that out on the on-demand. We actually experiencing some internet issues in this area. Yeah, like I said, we had a pretty bad windstorm, and they're still trying to put lines back together. And then we had the snow this morning, so we apologize. We had a lot of trees down. So we'll try to remix that for you guys. All right, we're talking to DWAYNE GOTT, and we got Patrice Jackson from I Am a Superwoman Radio with CEO Tina Hobson, boss lady. All right. And don't forget, y'all, to come on out Saturday. DWAYNE's going to join me, Pastor Dr. Paul Kelly, and also Pastor Jeffrey Moore. We're going to talk about men's stuff. Come on out to the man's cave. That's where we talk about issues in our community, how we communicate with our youth, how to keep them going forward. Get them, how to keep them away from the wrong groups, the wrong crowd, and a lot what's going on in our high schools. We had another mass shooting. So it's a lot of concerns. So come on out and join us at 10 o'clock on Saturday. All right. Our moderator again is Dr. Paul Kelly. And then don't forget on the 20th, mark your calendar, 9:15 on Pastor's Time. We got Dr. Bobby Jones going to be here. That's right. And also, y'all, we actually got a big project coming up with Pastor Time. We actually producing a 24-hour Bible study website. That's right. 24 hours. You can actually sign up for courses with Dr. Kelly. That's right. He's going to be the dean of Pastor Time. That's right. Teaching Bible ministry. So that'll be available for you guys 24/7 worldwide. No matter where you are, you be able to access Bible study. No more, I can't make it to church, I'm tired. Or I can't make it to Bible study, only 3 people going to be there, ain't going to be no fun. Hey, this thing is open 24 hours. So this should be up and running pretty soon. We're actually in production, and we're pretty excited about it. And also, he's going to be producing a television show with Pastor Time. All right, so there's a lot of great things happening Also on Mondays, please join us on Mondays with the triple hitters. That's right. I call them triple threats. Triple threat, triple hitters. You got Pamela Zion Jones coming out of California at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And prior to that, at 8 o'clock, you got Pep Talk with Ree. Ree really been bringing the hype to the ministry. Please come out and support us. Awesome podcaster. Awesome. Doing a great job. Of course, she is an award-winning gospel artist herself coming out of Florida. And then at 9 o'clock, you got me and Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim from Elation Radio with all the spirit. Oh, Kimmy Kim is such a loving person. So come on out and check her out. And again, 10 o'clock, you got Rock Life with Pamela Zion Jones. All right, so that's the triple hitter, triple threat on Mondays. And you know what's going on Tuesday. So I ain't gonna run down the whole list. Just follow us, y'all. You know, see what's going on my page. We always promoting. And I know it's tough out there, y'all. It's tough. So you need some motivation. You need some people that hold your hand, walk with you. That's what we doing. We trying to walk with you guys. We know life not easy. All right, we're talking to DWAYNE GOTT coming out of Brooklyn. Oh, we got some echo too.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys are doing a lot of work, man. You're doing a great job out there in that area.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have to give a big shout out to my sister, Regina at iGen.
Yeah,
man. She was doing the things. She does a lot of emotional work, and
she does.
She's putting up videos, and she always supporting me, and I'm a part of her organization, and that's how you guys discovered me.
That's right. Yeah.
Through Regina.
That's right. Regina, good person. Good person. You know
give
what?
her a shout out and thank her a lot.
You know, we went to school together, man. She actually went to school with my wife.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She didn't tell me that.
They went elementary school together. Matter of fact, I remember her mom.
Okay, that's why she didn't tell me.
Her mother used to talk about her to us, man. Before her mother passed, she used to say, she had this young girl in her class was the smartest girl she's ever taught, and that was Regina. My wife said, yeah, she's talking about Regina. Remember that? I was like, get out of here. So,
yeah, she's doing a thing as well.
Yeah, she is. She's real sharp. But she left the good old state of Maryland. She went down to Atlanta for a little bit, and I think she's up north right now in Chicago doing her thing. So it's all good.
Yeah, she decided to stay once she went out there.
Yeah, she'll be back.
For me.
She'll be back to Baltimore. She'll be back. The great things happening here, y'all. I'm telling you, great.
Yes.
Things.
It's up and coming, man. They're doing a lot of building out there, and great things are happening.
Yeah, a lot of new money.
And you guys are a part of it, man. That's fantastic.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, we got a lot of black-owned restaurants opening up. We're hoping to do some things with them during the summer. So a lot of you guys looking to perform live, we actually going to be talking to some of the restaurant owners, see if we can get you guys coming on Sundays and, introduce your music, meet some of the people.
Sure, man.
So that's some of the things we're hoping to do this summer, because they've been doing some jazz stuff on Thursdays, but we kind of want to try to see if we can open up. Because people like going out, man. People really enjoy the food in Charm City. They don't play when it comes to, if you ain't no good, you're going to close down. Because nobody gonna support you.
Right.
Yeah, we getting tired of going to Subway. So open up some.
Whatever you guys need, man, you just drop me a line. Just drop us a line, and we'll be more than happy, man, to come out.
You know it. And quick shout out, man. I think your homeboy Harvey out there shouting out at you, man. We got Harvey out there. And
we worked together, man. We did a couple of projects together, him and I.
I love his stuff, man. A lot of energy. Great man. That's right. Sean Ray Price out
man,
there.
I'm playing bass on a couple of those songs.
Oh, really? On Harvey's? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how about now? Do you know Sean Ray Price? Because she's from your Earl White. They from Brooklyn. But they moved down to Atlanta. I'm not familiar.
Probably.
They moved down to Atlanta, though. You might be familiar with their work if you see them. You guys probably connected from something. Brooklyn's not that big, especially when it comes to the musicians. You guys get together one way or another. All those festivals going on all the time. I'm sure y'all probably went to high school together. Who knows? Elementary. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Brooklyn, man.
Absolutely. All right, DWAYNE, tell us about some of your. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about Treese there quick. But Treese, you got a question for Mr. GOTT?
She's just quiet. She's quiet, listening.
I'm a coffee.
It's not nice, Jerry, but I'll forgive you.
My coffee kicked in. It just kicked in just like that.
So, I had a question about you being a musician and playing live as compared to recording, which one do you like the most, or maybe even which one do you like? What do you like the best out of each one?
Oh, I love performing live because there's a lot of energy, especially if the audience is participating and they're involved. I mean, the energy that they give off is electrifying, and it makes you feel, well, it makes me feel good when I know they're feeling good and they're enjoying themselves and they're praising God and giving them all the glory and singing along with you. Yeah, I love performing live. Yeah. Recording is a good thing as well. You get a chance to record on different albums with different artists, and other musicians and singers and other artists get a chance to hear your gift as you record on different projects. Mm-hmm. So that's a plus as well. But live is definitely the way I would go.
Yeah, that's right. I feel you on that one. Good question, Patrice. And speaking of live, I was just talking to Janette. We were just talking to our guest before you, and I said, man, anytime you guys are in the area, that's one of the things we looking to do is to try to introduce the live music. Because that's what's missing to me in a lot of the churches. To me, man, they're not giving the independent gospel artists opportunities to share their ministry with their parishioners. It's like they just keep, I don't know. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just, I just wanted to get your take on, how you feel about, going into, other musicians. Do you guys ever get invited by other musicians to perform for, other churches? Do you guys do that? Do y'all network like that?
Well, my bishop, he performs all the time. It can be a church event, an arena event, but as far as the musicians are concerned, we normally get together individually. Mm-hmm. Like the drummers may call each other up, and bass players may call each other up, and we'll get together and do a few things. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping. Well, one of the things I know, my church, once in a blue moon, they will. The director, he actually has I think a couple singles out himself, so he would, invite some artists to come in and perform. Like they always do something big for New Year's, and maybe a couple times through the summer, they will invite artists to come, perform their singles. But it's not as often as we would like, in my opinion.
Right. Right. Yeah, we normally do something after some events, whether it's a youth conference or some type of event that we may do as a church. Mm-hmm. We may have a musical or some type of shed where after the service, a lot of musicians will hang around and we'll talk and share things. We don't do it on a regular, but periodically, we get together and we share different ideas and different information we have about the industry and just being a musician and a Levite overall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't do it as much as we would like to, but we do get a chance to, and it's a good thing. Yeah,
that's right. Hey, Patrice, that sounds like something that'd be fun for your organization to do, is to put on a conference for musicians. Would that be something that you ever entertain up in Ohio?
You know what, Jerry? It's funny you said that, because when I just came back from Atlanta last weekend or the weekend before last, can't remember, the space that I seen would be perfect for like an event like that, maybe ending with a concert. Mm-hmm. I had a few ideas. I said once I get some time, I would love to plan something for that down there. Yeah. I think that's a great. The space was great for it.
So you don't think you guys will be open to something like that up in Ohio?
Oh, it's in the place I want to go is in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay. I feel you. So you might as well come here. You'd be better off coming here because they will come here. You know, you went
Yeah, I'm
traveling
hoping.
far.
I have some good ideas that I would love to work on.
Yeah.
Maybe work with some musicians and some people in that industry to get that together.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, you know, Dwayne is just so. I just think that the playing field is just wide open right now for independents. You know, just supporting each other. You know, where are you about that, man? I know you said you collab with a couple musicians, like, but where are you as far as like? I mean, how new are you? How long you been in the industry right now with independent? I mean, is this something you just decided to start doing, or you've been doing it for a couple of years now?
Oh no, I went independent maybe about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Just to do something on my own, because for the most part I'm kingdom building, so I'm at church all the time. You know, especially on Sundays, and when the bishop calls for another service, or we may be doing a conference or something. So I told him a couple of years ago that I wanted to just devote my time there, because I was on the road too, with some traveling and doing different concerts and events and church functions. And, you know, I just wanted to focus on just being, you know, stationary, like just let me be in my corner and play my bass at the church. So I said, hey, let me, you know, do a little something. When God laid it on my heart, you know, to get my praise on, that's when it started.
Yeah. So is that what happened?
So I said, hey, go ahead.
So, I mean, is that what happened? You started your career working with Bishop Walker first before you decided to just say, I'm just going to settle in on Sundays and this is what I do from now on out, and then work on your own project?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, you can call it a career, but, you know, it's ministry. And you know, I joined the church back in 96. And, you know, once they found out that I played, then I was invited to, you know, sit in. And thank God I was able to, you know, participate and hold my own. And we, in the choir, you know, did a couple of recordings, and we won a Grammy on Love Is Live, and I played on a few other CDs that the bishop decided to do. But, you know, after a while, you know, God just laid it on my heart, you know, just stay at church and you know, build that, because, you know, gospel singers, you know, they come a dime a dozen. But, you know, when you're kingdom building, it's a whole another level.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, may not be into that or with that, especially musicians. So, yeah, God laid that on my heart. So that's where I am. So I'm there every Sunday, you know, helping out where I can. And I just, you know, the second single that I came up with was some years ago, Help Me to Pray. And some good friends of mine, Perry McNeil and Lonnie Cohen and Mike Willett from Max Sound Music, they gave me a call and said, hey, we're doing some things. We started this label. And I said, okay, I'm interested. But, you know, they know I do gospel.
Right.
So they said, we want you, you know, to work in the gospel department and head it off and do what you do. So we decided to release the single, Help Me to Pray. And Perry went to the studio and put his magic touches on the mix and cleaned up some things, and we listened to it and we said, yeah, you know, let's release it. So we decided to release it, and here we are, and it's doing great, man. It's getting great reviews, and a couple of internet radio stations picked up on it already. And I believe that this is the one, man, that's going to, you know, launch this company that we started, Max Sound Music, into the some great things.
Yeah, I don't have that
coming our way.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one, Dwayne. I think you only sent us one. You and Regina. Yeah, we didn't
okay,
get that.
You don't think you have that one?
No, she just sent us the one song. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
I can go back and check, but I think it was just that one. Because I think she was having a lot of systems issues. Remember that?
Oh.
But I can go back and check. Yeah. Man. So you guys got a record label. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Max Music.
That's good. That's a good move right there.
Yeah.
All right, Patrice, you got another question for Mr. Gott before we end the podcast?
No, other than just what's next for you, and where can we follow you on the internet?
What's next for me? We plan to showcase and promote the single in the very near future, performing it, and also you can follow me on Twitter. That would be GOTT Music, GOTT Music. You can follow me on Facebook. That would be Dwayne Gott. Instagram is GOTT Music as well. I have a YouTube channel, Dwayne Gott. And you can definitely download the new single, Help Me to Pray, on iTunes and CD Baby, all of the digital download networks. Mm-hmm. It's available.
Guess what?
Yeah.
I found it. You know what? I had it in the playlist. I was playing that song too, but I didn't know who it belonged to because your name, you're not tagged. Your name wasn't tagged in it. It would just say
God. Because I was on your show. Yeah. I was like, wow, they're playing it.
Yeah, say Help Me to Pray, and it got Neva Productions on there.
Yeah, it's Nivea.
So is that
that's BMI.
Oh, okay, that's BMI. Yeah, sometimes they get us when artists got their music with BMI. It's like you got to some kind of way. I think you got to report to them that we don't have the license to play it, but you gave us permission. Yeah, because they will shut you down real quick on Facebook when you be playing them songs. But I have disclaimers up. I hope it works. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and go out with that one then. Hopefully Facebook don't have a problem with it because they do report us. All right, this is going to Help Me to Pray, and we'll be right back with Dwayne Gott, so hold tight.
Help me to pray, I know things will get better. Help me to pray, I know things will get better. Hey, you over there, listen up, there's something that I have to say. I heard you talking about me, you heard me talking about you. Now this sounds like a devil's plan. We have to walk this by faith and not by sight. We must get it right. We have to get it right. It's time to realize it's just a trip. It's just a trip. We must understand. You help me to pray, I know things will get better. If you help me to pray, I know things will get better. Yeah, you without listen up. There's something that I have to say. I heard you talking about me, you heard me talking about you. Now this sounds like a devil's plan. We have to walk this by faith and not by sight. We must get it right. We have to get it right. It's time to realize it's just a trip. It's just a trip. We must understand. You help me to pray. I know things will get better. If you help me to pray. I know things will get better. If you help me to pray. feel it already. I'm feeling it. So much better. Thank you.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
All right, robot struggling today. All right, y'all, we apologize for the network issues, but the show must go on. All right, we got the GOTT was here talking about his projects, his new projects, and all his collabs, and that one right there was called Help Me to Pray. And before that...
Yeah, my man, Perry McNeil, he mixed that, man, and he mastered that one. Yeah, he did a magnificent job on that at his studio. Yes, sir.
So who was singing on that?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, okay. You sound like CeeLo, man. I was like, he got CeeLo on there? Sound just like him.
Nah, you got to be kidding me, man.
Yeah, you do. Doesn't he sound like CeeLo, Patrice?
No comment.
It just the sound does sound familiar. Maybe CeeLo,
yeah,
but
CeeLo
I
Green.
can't put my. I was thinking about that though. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I was listening to earlier. I said, "What does that sound like?" I said, "Wrong with CeeLo Green." And that's kind of like his thing, his style. Yeah, haven't heard from him in a while. I didn't know that his real name wasn't CeeLo. I mean, it's not even close with his real name. Yeah.
His real name is what?
His real name is not CeeLo Green. I mean, his last name not even Green. I mean, I understand CeeLo being a nickname, but whatever.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, Harvey Marvis played in the movie with him.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Harvey did?
Yeah.
Yeah, because CeeLo from New York, right? I think he is.
I believe so. I'm not sure.
Everybody comes from Brooklyn, though, man. You name it. Matter of fact, speaking of Brooklyn, Spike Lee got a movie out that's supposed to be pretty nice. It's running on, I think it's on Netflix right now, starring Wesley Snipes. So you look for a good action movie. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of promo on it. I discovered it. I was looking up some stuff with Wesley Snipes, and that came up. They said it was one of his better performances lately, since he got out. So anyway, just to put that out there to y'all. You're looking for an action movie on Netflix. All right. Man, we appreciate you having you here, Dwayne. Man, that was some hot music, man. We wish you the best. And we definitely, want to see you in Charm City real soon, man, over the summer months. Got nothing to do. Want to come this way and hang out with us in the studio. That'd be awesome.
Hey, pleasure's all mine. To God be the glory.
Amen.
And like I mentioned before, just drop us a line. Let us know what you guys are doing.
Sure.
And we're available, man. We would love to come down.
Yes, sir. That'd be awesome, man. All right. Well, before you
go... All right, Patrice. It was nice.
Yeah, don't go yet.
Yes, it was nice interviewing and talking to you. Maybe you should come on my show one day.
That's right.
Oh, sure.
That's right. Spread the love.
Love to.
All right, Dwayne, before you go, man, do you have any encouraging words for any of our new artists, people listening to the show, this aspiring artists, or want to collab with you or anything like that?
Yes, sir. I always watched, different artists receive awards, and one thing that they've said that stuck with me: follow your dreams. Never let no one talk you out of them. And I found that to be true. But one thing that I hold dear in my heart is seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all of these things shall be added unto you.
Amen. That's right. That's powerful. All right, man. One last question before you go. Did you feel the power? Did you feel the power double XI?
Yes.
Amen.
I feel the power.
All right. We appreciate you, Mr. GOTT. Don't be a stranger.
Hey, thanks so much.
Come hang out with us on on Monday through Friday, man. All right. And we'll be talking to him Saturday. He will be with us Saturday with Dr. Paul Kelly. So come hang out, everybody, with us on Next Man Up. We get a chance to talk about some issues that's plaguing our communities, how we can uplift our youth. And speaking of our youth, don't forget, y'all, check out Scholar Girl. That's right. She got a podcast out there on television. That's right. Internet television called Music Video Profiles. So come on out and check us out. Matter of fact, we got 5 more artists being profiled in this next show. We be in production on Sunday, y'all. So look for that to be released next week. All right. So if you're an artist out there, got music videos, about to work on one, holla at us. Let us know how we can help you out. All right. We ready to get out of here, y'all. Appreciate everybody. Have an awesome Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow night. Like I said, we got 2 guests tomorrow night. Danny Nicole gonna be with us tomorrow night, and also we got who's the other? Kalisa Beach coming out of the Chesapeake Bay of Maryland. That's right, the beautiful beaches of Maryland. So come on out and check us out. We got Carlessa Beach, and we got Danny Nicole. She comes out of CMG Records with the Corinth, aka DWAYNE Culpepper. All right, so come hang out with us tomorrow night. We got Shay Samuels and Joyce the Faith Walker White. So we're gonna have a good time on Thursday. Don't forget about Friday night. We're going the 11:30 show with Paula G, the Voice, and then at 12:15, Chanel Lynn come and hang out with us at 12:15, and we'll let you know who that guest is going to be. All right, who knows? It could be Mr. Gott. He could be hanging out with us. So come on out, hang out with us, and have some fun with the girls. All right, I'm Jerry Woods Live Worldwide, aka Batman, Charm City. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Hi, I'm Larry W. Robinson, host of Gospel Updates, your gospel entertainment news report. And you're listening to Positive Power 21 Christian Radio with Jerry Royce, live worldwide.
Hi, this is Anita Taylor from the Gospel News, and you're listening to Positive Power 21 Christian Radio with Jerry Royce, live worldwide.
What time is it?
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power,
You are listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
You're listening to Positive Power 21, Christian media on late night radio.